How's it going, guys? This is our very first episode of our podcast. Our podcast is called what, Matthew? What's it
It's called The Truth Sucks.
The Truth Sucks. So in our podcast today, we're going to be talking about mostly relationship advice, life advice, just any kind of advice you need pretty much. For the first season or so, we're going to talk about mostly about relationship advice. Eventually, go into life advice, or we might start life advice a little bit early if you guys want it. But our podcast is pretty much that, giving you guys real life advice, real relationship advice. We want you guys to see us as those friends that tell you the truth, that aren't afraid to give you the truth, because we've seen a lot of podcasts, we've seen a lot of people, and we don't really like that sugarcoating effect that people give and just try to make you feel good. We're going to tell you the truth. We're going to tell you how it is, because the truth does suck. The truth hurts. and you need a friend to tell you the truth. So for today's episode 1, we're going to, give you guys a little bit of our experiences. So that if any of you guys are going through the same experiences, you guys could, save yourself some time and energy if you seem that you guys are kind of similar to our situations. So, that's pretty much it. First episode, just you'll get to know about us, kind of show you what gives us the right to give you guys advice, I guess you could say. But, so before we get started, we want to give you guys a warning. In no way, shape, or form are we licensed professionals. We are in no way qualified to give anybody any kind of advice. Every piece of advice we give you guys is based on our own personal experiences and our personal beliefs. So just know that every piece of advice, just take it with a grain of salt. And we'll just get it going. Matthew, go ahead.
Well, to begin with, my relationships were pretty funny. I remember the first one I had was in 9th grade, and at that time, you really don't know what the heck you want to do.
Especially when you're in high school, there's no...
Everything's all awkward, and you want to hold hands and stuff like that.
You're like, what do I do?
Yeah. And I remember this one time where we're walking to class, and I was trying to hold the girl's hand, but she gave me a fist. she didn't open her hand. So I had to cover her fist with my hand. Oh my God, that was one of the funniest relationships.
It's like one of those what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
And I remember when I used to call the girl, her little sister would pick up the phone, and it's like, what the, okay, never mind, I'll call back later. But that relationship.
That's that, what is it, that young love, bro? That puppy love where you're just like, what's going on?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And then that relationship was always on and off, but then I just cut it off. Then the second one was crazy. I mean, we were together for a year and a half, I think. And this is being real for the people watching it. Being real, not sugarcoating anything. I mean, I only got with the girl because she liked me for ever since I met her. But I never had feelings for her, so I had to give her a shot. And then we got together for a year and a half. Then this is the big mistake you do. Big mistake you do as sophomore year? So that's what? It's 15, 16?
Yeah, around 15 or 16.
One thing I would say is control your hormones, man.
Especially if you're that young, bro.
Yeah.
And everything's
it's not worth it. I mean, you shouldn't fall for the peer pressure of trying to get
in a relationship with someone.
Yeah, or get the sex part out of it. Just to say you got your V card got in the way.
Because then it's a mistake, bro. Especially if you know what's going on.
Exactly. If you're not, I wouldn't say prepared, but if you're not mentally there,
prepared.
You know how to, then you're just gonna. It's gonna lead to
it's gonna backfire, bro.
Yeah, and it backfired for me. That's why you always gotta wear protection, man. Doesn't always go well. Well, if you guys haven't caught on to it, I mean, almost had a kid at 16. I mean, at 16, you're not really prepared for anything. You don't even know what the heck is out there in the world.
Bro, you're basically in diapers yourself at 16. You have no clue what's going on.
There's no rush to be in a relationship at 16 or 17 or even in high school. I mean, you could say you're mature than like most of those kids, but I mean, you're all still the same age. You're all still mentally processing.
If you're trying to what is it? If you're trying to like follow science, I guess you're basically not mature until you're probably like 25, 26.
Exactly. But yeah, that was my relationship for like a year and a half, and then after a year, or a year and a month, that happened at a party. Worst thing you could do. But then we ended up breaking up because I mean it
wasn't working out.
It wasn't working out. And then she was always trying to take me away from like my friends and family. So I mean that's not how a
relationship should be, bro.
Yeah. They should be like connected or just trying to get together with the family and then trying to be not cooperative but like connect with the family in some way.
You gotta build, bro.
Yeah, but only like a certain piece of the family she was talking to, but then other than that, like she was always trying to steer me away from my family, so I just dropped it. I mean, it hurt, but it didn't hurt because I already had made up the decision in my mind that like it wasn't gonna work. And then 2 years, I think I took 2 years off sophomore year. So junior, senior, I just took off from relationship and just focused on who I am and who I want to be. So I just stayed home, read. Like play video games to like drown out the emotion, and then just focus on burying myself, and then playing sports, trying to get my life together since I did that big mistake. And then graduated from high school 2018 of June. I think like a couple days after my birthday. And then not right after high school, like
it was like a while after high school still, wasn't it?
No, it was like I think 2 months after high school.
Oh.
I got with this girl. I mean, it's weird. Social media,
I wouldn't get that. I guess I'm still too old, I guess.
Well, first of all, I didn't believe in like social media and like getting with people with social media. But it happened. That's why you never say never because I mean, it's going to happen.
Especially for the younger generation, I guess.
Yeah, but I always try staying away from social media.
I think I mean, when you're young, it's kind of hard to,
Yeah.
Because that's where, I mean, everybody's kind of life is, I guess.
But then, it's crazy because out of nowhere, out the blue, I was working out, whatever. I was doing my thing at home, summer vacation. And I see, before I even get to it, I thought I was going to college a free man. I thought I was going to be single and do my own thing, but...
Life don't work like that, bro.
Life throws you, not I want to say curveball because it wasn't a bad thing, but it was... throws you things unexpectedly. So then this girl followed her back. She liked my picture. You know how the Instagram thing goes. You like one picture and then it's the same thing.
And you slide in those DMs.
But I didn't do that. See, what I did, she posted, no. I did, instead of shooting my shot right away, I posted on my story, go follow my other account. Oh my God. Didn't work out. She just looked at it and nothing ever happened. So I was all right, well, I messed it up. Turns out, then she posted on the story to like a picture of her, like what do you call it? It's not a boomerang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she hit me up. I shot my shot and it worked. I don't know how it worked.
I mean, I don't wanna assume, but just take a look in the mirror, bro. That's why it worked, I guess. But
I mean, then
we're not all gifted like that.
Oh man, then we were just talking, and then she asked for a FaceTime, right?
Ugh. Why do chicks always do that? That's annoying. I think.
But you gotta see what they're working with. The pictures ain't the same as.
I guess.
But see, the thing I messed up was I was like I said something dumb. I forgot what I said. I said something dumb, and then she said, "Oh, never mind then." And I was like, "Oh, cool." So then I had to work my way back, but I guess she knew. Like somebody I knew from high school, and that's how she found my account. And then we started talking. Then we got together like a month or two after. Don't rush into relationships.
That still sounds like you played the slow game though. That don't sound like you rushed into it.
2 months.
It sounds like she rejected you, and you're like.
No, but she didn't. She didn't really reject me because I mean we just stayed talking and talking, but that FaceTime thing, I messed up because I said
That's
something
why
dumb.
she kind of rejected you because she's like, I'm just gonna talk to this dude.
First
and
of all,
then-
she rejected me because she didn't follow my other account, so I put
Well,
it
there
in
you
my story.
go.
But see, I
She
shot.
did reject. Man, you see, just own up to it. You got rejected. Just say that you got rejected, and then you have to start from the bottom, bro.
Yeah.
And you
Pro
have to work
tip:
yourself up.
if you're gonna shoot your shot, go for the DM. Don't try to post on your story or make it seem like you post a lot all of a sudden. Because
Oh yeah, don't post on your story and be like, oh, they saw it. They might like me.
Exactly. Yeah, man, that's funny. I know a lot of people did that. Me too. But
Everybody does that.
everybody does that. And then we saw each other. I didn't have my license yet, so I told her like I don't want to go out until I get my license. I was 18, she was 19.
No, she was older than you, huh?
Yeah, by a year. Or like by months, but
Besides the
yeah, I
point.
didn't have my license. So then I took my DMV test. Oh my God.
Oh, you basically did it just so you could see her, I guess?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh man.
So yeah, that sounds like a...
No, but I also needed it for college too, because I was gonna start college in 2 months.
Nah, that sounds like a teenager thing, bro.
No, I
you can't
needed the
date.
license because I just graduated college. I was gonna go all the way to Santa Monica, so how was I
Yeah,
gonna?
true.
Yeah, so I was not gonna take a.
You weren't gonna ask, Mom, can I get a ride?
Exactly. You gotta be independent. You gotta be, And then, but before that, we actually FaceTime like the day after, whatever.
Did that FaceTime go well, I'm guessing?
Hey, that
Way better than the first one?
FaceTime. No, I mean it's the first time didn't happen because I was playing the dumb card, but
Oh, I don't know how to do it. I don't have an iPhone. I can't FaceTime.
then the second time, oh my God. I mean, I
Better.
don't want to sound like a simp or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
She was
You're like, oh,
exactly.
my heart.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Oh man.
Like how people say that you could just look at the person and then like
Oh my. I didn't believe in love at first sight.
No, not even-
until I
not
saw
even-
you.
that's probably the cringiest pickup line ever.
But that's
But
hey,
that's not what I'm talking
No,
about. Like
yeah.
you could you look at a person, you're just like, wow, like this person like could actually be long term.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get
So then
you.
like the first FaceTime, like that's how I felt, right? Like I felt every emotion, which is weird because like I said, I don't like connecting to the phone or through like social media and stuff like that. So then we saw it, like we actually FaceTimed, then I was like, wow, like, this person's actually like, she's beautiful. And then we started talking and talking and talking. And then we got together at Disneyland. It's weird because I work at Disneyland, but yeah.
So you invited her to Disneyland?
Yeah.
Because you're like, I get that discount.
But nah, see, that was before, it was like a month before I started working there. So I had,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I had to pay.
Don't tell people where you work now. They're gonna go
man.
visit you. They're gonna go try to find you.
Even better.
No, because then you're gonna get. Nah, never mind. I don't want to talk
You
about
can
it.
get rushed.
Ah.
And then so yeah, but the funny part was when we were going in the tram to Disneyland, this old lady sitting next to me, she was like, how long you guys been together? And I was just like,
It's the first date. It's the first time, lady.
I think I said a month or 2 months because I think you had
Technically,
to
you've been talking to her, yeah.
Yeah. So then the lady was like, oh my God, that's such a little bit. And I was like, yeah, but you don't know what's about to happen today.
You know what it feels like. I'm in love.
So then whatever, we went in the rides, and it close to like, it was about to close. Well, I bought my mom jewelry, the Disneyland jewelry. Then I bought her like a ring, but I didn't tell her. I said like, oh, I'm just buying 2 things for my mom. So then I got the ring. Oh my, that's, see the thing is.
I mean, it's funny because when you think about it, that's like, what is it? That's like little kid stuff, bro.
I was 18. We're
Yeah, but
18.
that's-
What do you expect?
No, I know, but it's funny because when you think about it, like at 18, you're probably like,
That's cool. Yeah.
man. And then like now when you think about it, you're like, bro, that sounds like something I would have done in like elementary
Yeah.
school, bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, I asked her to be my girlfriend, right? With the ring. See, but
Sorry.
I didn't say that though. I was like,
He got down on one knee.
nah, see, I didn't get
a
see,
girlfriend.
the nerves kicked in. So what I was thinking didn't come out.
So in your head,
I said in my head, I was like, okay, you're gonna ask her, do you want to be my girlfriend, right?
and what came out was girlfriend be me.
What came out was, do you want to be my boo?
Oh my god!
hey.
Was it the start of a song or something? Will you be my boo?
What's that song called? Oh man.
Kiss me through the phone.
There you go.
Oh my god.
She said yes though, so it worked. But it was like, what's that?
Toxic, bro.
The Jungle Cruise ride, right? Is that one?
Yeah.
The one that with the boat.
Let's move on. How was it after that?
I mean, it was pretty good. The first year was something good.
Yeah, that's what people call the.
That's what I said. That's the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's always a year or 2
right?
years in.
Exactly.
Always.
But when I brought that up to the person,
Brought what up?
that it, like, what's gonna happen? Like, if we're still gonna be together, or like after
No,
the
that's
honeymoon
kind of
phase.
where you messed up, bro.
How?
Girls don't like to hear that.
No, but I just
Because it
brought it
already
up.
sounds like, oh, is he just
No,
like
that's
us to
not.
break
But that's
up
not
with
what I
me?
was saying. I was just saying like.
No,
you
I know, but that's what
Yeah.
it sounds like, you know?
But
Especially to them.
Yeah, but like the first year was like good. No, like every relationship you're gonna have like arguments and whatever. But it's like what I always say. Like if the good outweighs the bad, then the relationship should keep on going around until like the bad outweighs the good. So then, what happened? The year was good. The first year.
What do you think? Okay, what do you think did it? Like, because after the honeymoon phase, what do you think is the moment where you're like, it's probably not gonna work anymore?
I think it was both sides, right? I mean, you can't just blame one person. But
Sometimes you can.
sometimes
Like if they cheat on you, yeah, you can kind of blame. You
That's a
kind of
different
blame
story,
somebody.
but yeah. But I mean, I think what did it was like it was just constant like argument after argument, and like every time I try to bring up how I really feel, cause like I'm not the type of person who like shows my emotion, so she'd always say like I want you to show me like the real.
They never want to see it. They're lying because when it happens, they're like, "It's too much emotion. Dial it back a bit."
So I show every time I show my emotion or like say like what's wrong, it always turns like an argument.
Yeah, like I said, they don't like to see it.
And it was like
Because when you show your emotions, at least in a relationship, at least I feel like when you show your emotions, it's usually because you want to blame something on the other person.
But that's not. See, I was just trying to like talk. Like, you know how they say like
Talk it out.
the most important thing is like communication.
Yeah.
And I was trying to like talk everything out, but every time I did, she'd always be like, "Oh, we could just leave. You could leave," or like it would just
People
turn
can't
into
handle it,
or she
bro.
would like flip it. She'd like get mad at me. And it's like, what? Like,
That's what I'm telling you. They don't. It's because I feel like when you show your emotions, it's usually to tell somebody you're wrong.
yeah. But the thing is, like, I'm just trying to say, like, I'm just trying to show you like the things that are lacking in the relationship.
Yeah, you're basically telling, like, if you hear what you just said, it's basically you're telling her, yeah, you're wrong, or something's wrong, and they don't like
Yeah,
hearing
see,
that.
that's the weird part though, because whenever she told me like what's off with me, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try changing it. Or sometimes I'd be like, I don't want to talk about it to the phone.
But this is what I'm saying. Men are willing to do that.
Yeah.
Women aren't willing to do, or most women aren't willing to do that, I should say.
That was another thing. Like I told her I don't want to talk about it because in the phone, through text, like FaceTime or call, you
can't
don't
tell.
Yeah, you can't get
Yeah.
the same emotion when you talk about it like face to face.
But then again, I think that's like the what is it? The youth, I guess, in you
What do you mean?
that doesn't understand that that's what you need.
What?
Because when you're that age, well, you're not even 21 yet.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like 18, 19, 19, 20.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, you don't understand that, bro. It takes work. You get me? Everybody just thinks it's like, oh yeah, we're together, and then everything
That's
works
what
itself out.
I was trying to say too, right? Because I was trying to tell her like, dude, we're gonna argue most of the time. I mean, you can't.
No, I know, but then that's what you get what I mean. Like now, like I guess I can't really say it because I haven't seen it, at least in you. But like me as like an older adult now, like 26 pushing 27, like now I kind of really understand. Like okay, it does take work and
Yeah.
you get me. But like at 19, 20, I'm like no, I didn't even know any of that. I mean, I kind of.
Yeah, you had the
You
picture
knew the
of it.
steps, but you
Yeah.
just didn't know how to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Or one person usually doesn't
Yeah.
know how to do it.
But like I said, there's always two sides to the story.
Yeah. You're just telling your side.
Yeah, but I could say what I did wrong too. I mean, like, not that.
Well, how they're wrong in your eyes, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, I was wrong because I took too long to try new things with her, or like I didn't do certain things I knew I should have. But
But then again, they should. I feel like that's a that's where you gotta come to an understanding, you know?
Yeah.
Because like you can't expect somebody to rush to do something that you want to do just because you want to do it.
That's how I was saying. I was saying it. Like, dude, you do it because you know, right? Like, you know how to do it. It doesn't take time for me to learn it and be comfortable with doing it. And then it was always like rushing, like, no, I want you to do it already because this is like, dude, trying something new is you're not gonna pick it up that fast.
Yeah.
Especially you gotta like with me, that I hate people like staring at me, or I hate being in the spotlight. So like.
So this kind of sucks.
Yeah, so I was like, well, this is gonna be hard for me to get used to. Which I was doing it. Like, don't get me wrong, I was doing it, but it takes time to get off that like that fear of like people always looking at you, or like people are gonna make fun of you if you do something wrong, whatever. But then
that comes with age.
Yeah. Too. And she was like, but I don't care. And I was like, yeah, but
you don't, but I do.
And I was like, you don't understand. Like in my eyes, it's different. Yeah. But it's like, but like I said, there's always both. Or there's always. But then year one.
Honeymoon phase, bro.
Honeymoon phase, but it felt like, you know, like with certain relationships, you know, like it's not gonna work, whatever. And there's always like that one person who's like this could like actually like work. Especially me, I'm like a loyal person where
you're a hopeless romantic, bro.
No, I'm a loyal person, so like I'm not gonna just go from one relationship to the next one to the next one.
No, but I'm saying you're one of those people that like, if it could work, you really want it to work. Yeah.
But I'm also not like gonna try to.
You're not gonna chase either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get another relationship back to back to be like I don't get that. Like, I feel like if you really like somebody, you're together for like a long time. It takes like at least I say months or years for your body to like.
I think it depends on the relationship length, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you've been together for like what? They say like if you've been together for like a year or something, it takes half that time to get over it. So like if you were together for like what, a year and a half?
Well, we were together for like 2 years.
So it should take you at least a year to get over it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
if you do it faster, then you didn't learn
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly. You didn't learn anything. You didn't really like them like that. You said you did. Or you're just trying to get with somebody else just to like get
just
over
to mask the pain, bro.
Exactly. And then people always say, oh, he made me feel something better than whatever 2 years or whatever year we've been together. And I was like, yeah, but sooner or later it's gonna catch up to you. Like sooner or later you're gonna feel the
pain.
Yeah.
Once you stop and are actually by yourself,
exactly.
you're gonna regret something.
You're gonna feel the pain from the guy that you rushed into and from the which sucks. But year one, I think I threw her a party.
Yeah, you did.
Was that year one?
Yeah.
Was that her 19th birthday or 20th?
I don't remember. 20th, I think.
I think it was 20. Yeah, because 19. Oh yeah, 19. I just bought her. 19. I gave her like a Polaroid and like a whole bunch of clothes. But like I said,
that's one that you had back here, huh?
No, that's one that was at her house.
Oh.
No, that was.
The one here's the one that she threw for you.
No, I threw her one here too.
That's what. That was
she
year
threw
one.
me one. I threw one too.
Oh, okay.
But year 19 was before like everybody, not everybody like knew her and like got like close, I guess you could say, but.
Who, like us?
Yeah.
Oh.
So then, year one, I just got out her. But like before I even say this, like it's not about the gifts or anything. It's about like how you feel about the person.
Yeah.
Like, and you're doing it because like you want, like you feel. You feel like that's just your way of saying like.
That's your way of showing it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, especially if you don't know how to.
Yeah, and it's not about like.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it sounds like, it's young love, bro.
Yeah.
Because as you get older, you realize that like
that's not,
there's a way of showing it.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend money to show it. And if you do, that's always like a big red flag.
That's the weird part though, because it wasn't just about like the like gifts, stuff like that. Like we showed it with emotion, stuff like that too. But I feel like for me, I like showing people by like not giving them stuff. They're okay, you can take it, but like yeah. But then
that's what I'm saying. I think that's the I'm saying that's like the kid in you, bro. You don't understand that.
Yeah, but
you don't need to
the
do
weird
that.
part is I hate those type of relationships though. I hate when it's all about gifts and like
that's what I'm saying,
buying stuff. But I mean, that wasn't like for my relationship. That wasn't like the main thing because we did.
But it was a big part of it. Would you say?
No, because I mean, I didn't buy her gifts like every weekend or stuff like that. But it was only like in like major occasions. And then what? So that was the year one. Then
But you guys were off and on, weren't you?
No, for year one, no.
No, but after that,
after that, it was just.
Yeah.
Just trying to save it as much as we can.
I remember I told you this too. I'm like, I'm a big believer in
Oh yeah.
if it's over the first time, there's no point in getting back because it's already over.
Yeah.
Because if you could have fixed it, it would have been fixed, and you wouldn't have needed that.
But see, that's a bit another topic for
Another day.
another episode.
And then after that,
And then after that, it was just going downhill. It was constant arguing or
Yeah.
like something about you want to get with my friends or like not get with my friends, but like you want to like be around my friends. And it was like, why am I gonna be around people who don't
appreciate me.
exactly or
Yeah.
like me or like no like right? So it's like there's no point.
Like, bro, especially if you tell them everything, like, what do you want me to
Exactly.
do? Like, you want me to go and defend myself every single time?
Yeah,
I
and
see
it's like
them?
every time it's crazy because not they, but she would tell me that I made them feel awkward because I didn't drink and I was like
I'm not of age. This isn't legal for me to do. I'm under
but
21.
They made it seem like I was like
You were the weirdo.
judging them because
Yeah.
I didn't drink. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like
bro, just because I don't want to drink don't mean
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like.
But I guess they have a point because I told her like,
You don't like it.
yeah, I don't like it, right? And I was like, at least if you're gonna do it, just wait till you're 21. Like it's not that
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
And then that's what I think that's what made like the conflict, like between me and her friends. And then
It's like they just thought like, oh, he's controlling her. What do you mean
Exactly.
she can? Yeah.
but then like I told her, I was like, dude, isn't it benefit you in the long run if you wait?
Hey man, but you, like they say, you can make your own choices. You can't
Yeah.
change people.
That's what I told her. Like after like thinking about it, I was like, you just do whatever you want. Like you could do it if you want.
Yeah.
And then she'll always be like, no, because you didn't get mad at me. And I was like, I just told you, like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm fine
But
with
I'm
it now.
telling you, it's just I feel like, especially when you're starting to get into that like zone where it's just constant arguing, everything's a fight.
Yeah.
Especially like
And only the good, not the good, but like the real relationships will make it out that stage.
eh,
Because there's always gonna be a stage where you're just constantly arguing or like,
Yeah.
yeah. But then,
well that's I guess
yeah, because there's gonna be a period in our relationship where it's just nothing about like.
where you know their buttons and you know what to push, and then you just
Exactly.
gotta
So then,
What happened after that?
after
though?
that, her 20th birthday. Oh my God, this is gonna be. So 20th birthday, I threw her a party, right? Everything went well. I had waking up like around 4, 5 in the morning just to set up everything, get everything ready. And then, so the party went well. We had both families, my side and her side, like, I think actually meet for the first time, like, like big.
I didn't like him. I'm a very good judge of character, bro. And there's I mean, at least I like to think so. I'm very prideful of like being able to do that. I didn't like him. Something was off.
But then, okay, their side of the family, I don't know, I'm gonna get heat, but.
And I just skipped that, bro.
Okay,
No beat.
whatever. So, then.
Long story short.
The party went well, but I didn't do a specific thing. 'Cause I was dead tired, 5 in the morning, all the way to like what, the party was like around, ended like what, 11, 12?
Probably. I don't know.
I was tired. And I didn't want to do a certain thing, and then she got mad, and it was just like, oh, it was all this, and that's not what I wanted. And it was like, dude, I did everything, I did all this. And you're saying that little
It's
thing,
never enough.
that little
Yeah.
thing like killed it.
Yeah.
But it was like whatever. And then
People don't get it, bro. People don't appreciate.
you know how they say, I'm gonna just cut it short. It didn't work out. I asked her, well, before I broke up with her, I was like, she would always tell me, like, you can't hang around with this person no more, whatever. I was like,
Control you.
not controlling, but she's like, okay, this person like looks like it likes you.
Yeah, that's called controlling, bro. That's
But I
exactly
know,
what that is.
I get it, right? You know how it's like the people on like social media, they say, oh, block this girl.
That's controlling.
And then like, what would they say? Like, if you had, like, has to go both ways. Like, if they tell you to block, then you have to do it too. Like, if it ever comes up.
That's why I remember I told you that's for me it's a huge red flag to be like, you do it, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's a big red
So then I
flag.
told her to stay away from this one person because I knew, you could see it, you could tell. And then she said no. Right there, I should have left, but there are some things that went on, so I like stayed. And then I told her she went on vacation. I was staying here because of all COVID, whatever. And then so then she went on vacation, and I told her, right, came back from a party, and then the next day, I told her, I was like, do you still want to be with me? Or like, are we like, do you really want something? Because we had broken up. We had like taken a break, broken up or whatever. And then she said no. So then in my head, I was like, why am I going to stay with somebody who doesn't want to be with me? Like, why are you having me around for like...
I think that's a lesson you learn in age, bro. When you have to ask, do you still want to be with me? The answer's probably always gonna be no.
Yeah, because in the relationship, you could tell something was off. Like, something was always...
Everybody saw it. We saw it too.
Something was always bugging her, or something was never right. And then the kid...
That you warned her about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we broke up. 2 months later, the kid that I said...
Don't talk to that dude.
They got together.
Yeah.
And I was, of course, man. Like, I called it.
It's one of those... I mean, I don't know. I think it's just a guy thing, but every guy always says it and no girl ever believes it. It's not like, bro, we know.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, because we're part of that, like, we've played that game too, you get me? So we know the rules. So if somebody's like, if I'm telling you, look out for this, dude, I'm not just telling you just because. I'm telling you because it's going to happen. That's why I don't, like, I'll talk about it when we talk about my side, but, like, it's the same thing, like, I could accurately guess if I break up with you, I know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Especially if like there's another guy involved, you can usually always tell like, okay, it's gonna be him.
Yep. But it's funny because I saw it first, right? Like before, then my family started seeing it, and I was like, yeah, I've been seeing it for a while.
Yeah.
But then they always said like, why didn't you say anything? And I was like, at the end of the day, I can't make the decision for her. Like she has to make it on her own.
Well, no, you kind of. What was it? You kind of can make the decision for her.
Yeah, but I made it in the beginning when I told her, is like, you got to cut him off. She said no. So, I mean, at that point, like, you know, it kills the person.
I know, and then that's when...
I should have left.
Yeah, that's when you make the decision, like, okay, this was good for me.
Like I said, I have respect for everybody I've been with. I don't hate nobody. Whatever happens. Like, at the end of the day, you're going to have to move on at a certain period of time. So why bash them or anything like that? But... That's I got one more story, but
it's too long.
I feel like we should save that one for
another
episode because that's crazy.
We'll probably run into somebody that runs into the same situation, and then we'll talk about that one.
I wouldn't get with anybody who does drugs. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, Brian, you can take it away now.
you gotta expand your horizons a little bit. Yeah. Nah, but for me, it's pretty. I mean. I guess not simple, but I mean, as far as relationships go, I've only been in 2, but both of them lasted like years, you know?
Who's the first?
The first one, I don't think I could count it as a relationship.
Was it?
Because I got into it when I was like in the 8th grade, 9th grade.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. See, that's the one. Yeah, okay, I was thinking
that lasted about like 2.5 years. 2 years? I want to say 2 years. I don't remember, honestly. That's like 2 years. And it's like, I don't know if you listen to like that science or something, but there's like a scientific thing that says like in your lifetime you'll fall in love with 3 people. So the first person you fall in love with is gonna be that new love, the one where you're figuring everything out and you're like, oh damn, that's cool, right? And then you're gonna break up with that person. Then the second person you're gonna fall in love with is gonna be the one that you invest yourself in so much. But they're the ones that are there to break your heart and make you like change, I guess you could say. And then the third one is the one that you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. I think I've been through the first 2 because I've always like you or like most people, I'm one of those people that like falls in love pretty quickly. Yeah. But I'm very particular about who I fall in love with just because of like my past and stuff. Yeah. So the first one, lasted about 2 years, and that one I think it ended mostly because of me.
But would you really consider that love though if it's 8th grade?
Bro, love is love. It don't matter. You can love your mom at like when you're born. Love is love. It don't matter.
Yeah, but loving your mom, loving the girl.
But then again, it's like what's your interpretation of love? For me, that was love. You get me?
But at the same time, it goes back to like people saying that you're too young to even know what love is at.
Yeah, but you can't. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe in that because it's not like, it might have been too young for you, but for me, it's a specific feeling. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like, because love is like, I believe love is whatever it means to you. So that's why I believe I was in love already with I met my first love when I was like in the 8th grade, whatever, right? So that one didn't work out because I was always this like I'll admit it, I'm very needy. At least I used to be. I was like very needy, right? So when I was in the 9th, when like that first relationship ended, it ended because I was too needy. I always wanted her attention. I didn't want anybody else to have it. And like when you're in high school, that's when you start joining sports and everything. So then that's when she started joining sports, and then like we ended up splitting apart because like I wasn't into sports because I was like a super nerd at the time, right? So then I wasn't into sports, and then I wanted to get into sports only because like, you know, like growing up I always played baseball, soccer. So I was always like I like playing sports, but I don't really like having to do all that. You get me?
Yeah.
I don't like meeting like a bunch of new people. I like hanging out with the people I like to hang out with. So then yeah, that first relationship ended because like yeah, I was too needy, bro. I was straight up. And then like I said, I'm a firm believer that like however long your relationship lasts, you should either take that much time off or half that time to at least get over it.
Exactly.
So then like we broke up in the 9th grade, and then the next person that I ended up getting wasn't until my junior year. So like roughly 2 years after like we had already broken up. But in between that, like I kept trying to find somebody, but it never felt right.
Yeah.
And that's why I truly believe that I had already met my first love, because when I was trying to meet other people, I never really felt that way about anybody, you know? Mm-hmm. So then yeah, that was my first one. And then my second relationship, like I said, started when it was like junior year. Mm-hmm. That's the one where I could truly say like, that's the first time that I was like, I don't believe in the whole, like when you see somebody, you get me? That, my second relationship, I could honestly say that happened, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, I remember seeing her for the first time and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, she's going to be my girlfriend. Yeah. And then at the time though, she was like with somebody. And I remember asking one of my friends, because like he was friends with her. And I was like, hey, yo, like, is she with anybody? He's like, oh, yeah, she has a boyfriend already. And I'm like, cool, but she's going to be mine, watch. I bet you. And I remember I waited for like a couple months when I first saw her. And then like for those months in my head, I always told myself, she's going to be my girlfriend, watch. It's going to be her. And then sure enough, one day she like broke up with her boyfriend. And then, like what I saw her that day that she broke up with her boyfriend, and it was like after school. And then I remember her crying, and she was like sitting on the benches. And I remember telling my friend like, hey, yo, let's go talk to her because I want to make her laugh, because I've never seen her like that. I've always seen her happy. And so I remember going over and like making her laugh. And then after that, I'm like, I got it, bro. That's it. Sure enough, after that, it just started building and building. And then like one day randomly, we were going to go to like Circle K or something to buy food. And my friend comes up to me, he's like, hey, so do you still like this other girl that you said that you liked? And I'm like, nah, not really. And he's like, how about my friend? Do you like her? And I'm like, well, yeah, she's pretty cool. I like her, but I don't know if like she's like, if she wants anything, because she just got out of a relationship, you know? And he's like, dude, you should just ask her out. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like I was very like, I really wanted her to be my girlfriend, but like at the time I'm like, I'm a very respectful person.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think she needs time, bro. But one thing led to another. We ended up getting together. And we were together for, I like to say 4 years, but if you ask her, she would say 5. Because we officially broke up the day of our 5th year anniversary.
That's like 4 and 364 days.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I like to say. But she likes to say 5 because we made it up to the day. And it's very weird when I think about that situation, because like at the time it's funny because I guess this is how fate works. This is how like time works. But when we had ended up getting together, because there was a fair in town and we got to hang out. The day we broke up, the same fair was in town.
That's crazy.
We basically broke up in the same situation on the same day that we got together and everything. That's what like blew my mind. And I'm like, bro, I think it was it finally came full circle, and that's how it was supposed to end, right? Excuse me. But like, this is why I think I wanted to start a podcast like this, because at the time, like, apparently to everybody in my family, they all knew that, like, she wasn't good for me, but nobody wanted to tell me, and I never understood that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because after we broke up, everybody was all like, yeah, dude, she wasn't good for you. She was controlling. She was doing this. And I'm like, so then why didn't you guys tell me that?
Exactly.
And they're like, oh, it's because, like, you were in love and we didn't want... And I'm like, dude, that's not the point. Like,
exactly.
The point is I want somebody to tell me if something's wrong. You get me?
Yeah, because when you're in love, you don't see it.
You're
don't
blinded by it. Yeah. So it's like, but... They're like, bro, if everybody had a problem with it, why wouldn't anybody tell me? You get me?
Yeah.
If everybody was all like, oh, she's gonna definitely, like, ruin his life, like, bro, like, why wouldn't you tell me? That doesn't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what kind of got me upset, because, like, bro, you're everybody's telling me you guys saw it coming, and you guys were willing to let me, like, suffer because of it. It's like,
I feel like they can't. At the same time, I get their point, because they can't interrupt in your life. Like,
no, I know, but I've always had that what's it called? Like, bro, I've never given nobody a reason not to tell me something. You get me?
Yeah, but
I've always told people, like, bro, if you guys see something, even if I'm not gonna like it, I want to know the truth.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, if they would have told you, that would have ruined your experience with love, and you wouldn't have experience. Like,
true. But then again, like, I think as much as it sucked that it happened, I do thank her for like everything that happened, because at the end of the day, I learned what not to do anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, like, the biggest thing that I think officially ended our relationship was she had asked me to go to Vegas with her, and I was like, nah, I can't go because I don't feel comfortable, because, like, at the time, like I said, at that age, I was very timid. I didn't like meeting new people. I didn't like going out with people I didn't know. And I was, like, a very, very shy person. So at the time, I had only met her family, like, a handful of times. I can count them on both hands, bro. I hadn't met them that many times. And then when she invited me to Vegas, it was to go celebrate, like, one of her uncle's birthdays. And I only met him one time. And then I'm like, nah, I don't feel comfortable, because then first I got to ask my mom, and then she has to know who I'm going with, blah, 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 all this, right? At the time, I was 20, bro. I could have gone if I wanted to. But it was like, bro, I just didn't. I made up excuses because I didn't really want to go. Mm-hmm. And then since I didn't want to go, she had asked my friend to go with her. But, like, he was my friend, but they had known each other since elementary school. So they were closer friends than I was to him, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, when she ended up taking him, that's when I knew I'm like, she doesn't respect me, you know?
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't respect myself enough to be like, bro, you should probably leave her.
Yeah.
Or you should go to this dude's house because you know where he lives and beat him up or something, do something. But I didn't have that, like, self-respect to do that, you know?
Yeah.
And, but like I said, I'm glad I, like, went through that experience, because now I know how I don't want to be treated, and how, like, to handle situations like that, you know? Yeah. Like, I mean, I've grown from it. I've learned from it. Unfortunately, I think that, what is it?
What?
It's kind of sad, because now that I think about it, I know that side of me's dead.
What is
like, I'm never going to be that guy again.
Like that what? Like the loving person?
Yeah. I don't think I am. Because I've already experienced myself not caring as much anymore. Mm-hmm. And, like, at the time, it doesn't hurt. But then, like, when you realize what you're doing, you're like, damn, that kind of sucks. But don't you
think the right person could, like, ignite that thing again?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think at the time, right now, at the moment, I'm still kind of cynical towards, like, love and stuff. Mm. But, like, I feel like once that third person comes along, that's the one that's gonna, like.
But I feel like the third person's not gonna come along until, like, you really find yourself, or, like, not find yourself, like, your purpose. Do you find your purpose? And it's like when you're willing to, like, accept that, you know.
Well, I think now I am. I'm already at that point. But, like, I think I'm trying to force it too much.
That's why the ones that you force never work out. Like, they always say the best one is the one that comes unexpected.
Yeah. I truly believe in my heart of hearts I already found that person. I do think so.
Yeah, but see, that's the bad thing because then sometimes we could feel it, but to the other person.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you probably know who it is, but
Yeah.
I've liked this person since I was like, since I like, if I really think about it, I've liked this person since I was
Forever.
like 8
Yeah.
years old or 10 years old. And
Yeah.
I'm 26 now.
Man,
I've
you gotta
liked
shoot
this
your
person
shot,
for a long
dog.
bro, trust me. I think it's one of those that like,
It's like what you guys used to tell me. You never know until you do it.
no, I know, but it's one of those like what is it? The timing has to be right. The timing
You
has to be
believe
right.
in you could be right for somebody, but the person can't be right for you?
What's that?
Do you believe in like you could be right for somebody, or you're meant to be with that person, but that person's not meant to be with you?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
That don't make sense.
How?
Because if you're meant to be for each other, why wouldn't you be for each other? You get me?
Well, what if I don't know?
Look, my like that's what I'm saying. I think the person that I currently think is true, like I think she's already been through those same experiences that I've been through, and it's like I feel like it's always been inevitable. Because every time we see each other, it's always like something
Like yeah.
electric, I guess. It's something different, completely different. And I remember, I hate to say it, but I remember one time when I was with my second girlfriend, I remember it was already towards the end of the relationship, and I had met with this other person, the one that that I've liked forever, and I remember telling her like, there's something about you, bro. Like, there's something completely different that I haven't felt for somebody
So
ever.
you did kind of shoot your shot, technically.
Yeah, but it was wrong time because I was with somebody at the time, you know?
Yeah.
And then like before I never shot my shot because it's like the timing wasn't there. Like if I would have shot my shot before, she doesn't live anywhere near me, so it's like how would I see her? I would only see her on certain occasions, like you get me?
Yeah.
And it's like that's no way to be with somebody. But now that I'm older, I feel like the timing is right. I just have to wait.
But if it's
for my
love,
shot.
you could really make it work even if you guys don't.
Yeah, but when you're like 15, 16,
yeah.
no, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. No, I feel like in order to get like a real relationship, you gotta be connected with like the family.
Man, I am. It's
Yeah.
not like I'm not. But it's like I said, it's one of those people that like, bro, every time I see her and I'm with her, something's completely different. And I'm like, bro, that's something that you just want to like capture, you know, because it's like something real.
Yeah, but I feel like, well, for me, my experience, like with like this, I only had like 2 real ones, which was like the one I messed up in the 10th grade, and then the
Most recent one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like-
You're due for the 3rd, bro.
Yeah. But I feel like with the second one, like every time, like since the beginning, since the first time you met, like it just like weird. Like,
I would say, just me personally, I only think you've gone through one, because I don't think you've gone through the second one yet. Because if you have, we would have seen it.
Well, I think I have gone to 7 because I feel myself changing in like a way where the breakup.
Well, yeah, but that. I feel like the only reason I feel like you haven't gone through the second one yet, because I feel like the first one was strictly circumstance.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, we're around together, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
Whereas the second one was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like that was the first one.
That's
Because my first one was like that too. It was out of nowhere. It was just like one day I saw her and I'm like, let's hang out. And then when we started hanging out, like, you get me? It evolved that way.
But it's crazy. It's crazy how, like, family not liking you from their side could like really change the ball game. It's crazy, man.
I mean, that's why, like I said, I think my second relationship, because that really showed me that, like, bro, nobody has to like you. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah, but like family plays a big part in like a lot of people. So,
Yeah.
Like, but it's weird though because in the one of the relationships, one of the cousins was supposedly didn't like me or whatever, right? And I like the cousin because she was not messing up with the girls.
Like messing with their head. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of because, or she'd always like get the girl I was with in trouble, like snitch her out.
Yeah.
And I always tell her, and then she would be, oh yeah, I see it. But then she'd always go back.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, as I tell people all the time, like, I've gotten to that point in my life now that, bro, you don't have to like me.
Yeah.
If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. and either way, that's not gonna bother me. Like, I would hope you like me because I honestly don't think there's nothing not to like about me. But if you don't, then bro, like, I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Yeah.
Like, you not liking me is not gonna make me want to go in a corner and cry and be like, why doesn't he like me, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't care. So it's like, that's why, that's the dangerous but good part about my life now. Dangerous in the fact that, like, since I really don't care what you think about me, sometimes I let that bleed into I don't really care about you. You get me?
I mean, that's not bad because then you don't let people push you around or anything like that.
But then,
so.
like I said, like you said, like, what if you push away the wrong one?
Yeah,
what
true.
if you push away the one that's supposed to be there?
But
you
then,
know?
again, that's life though. You're never gonna know
you
which
don't
one.
know.
You're never gonna know which one is right or whatever. And if you push it away, that means it wasn't the right one because the right one would have stayed.
You wouldn't have wanted to push him away in the first place.
And if you did by accident, that person would have stayed no matter how many times you. I don't know. I believe in if you believe it's the right person, then you just gotta have patience. You gotta know what you just gotta write it out.
That's why I'm very patient with this next one. I'm very.
Well, because with the, I don't know. I can't say this, but I was very patient with the recent one for many reasons that I can't say because not my experience. And it's like you just gotta know how to deal with like certain situations, right? Like you can't rush into things, or like you have to be patient with the person because they don't
understand.
Yeah, or whatever they've been through is like it's not allowing them to be like a certain way.
Yeah.
And then if you rush a relationship, I mean, it's bound to mess up.
Yeah.
Or like somebody's in a.
That's why I tell people, bro. That's why when people try to push me towards it, like that, I'm like, it's not the right time. I know when the right time is.
Yeah, doesn't mean you guys can go out. You guys.
No, I know, but the right time is.
Well, how are you gonna know when's the right time if you guys never hang out or anything like that?
But that's what I'm saying. For me, like, because the person I like recently went through like the same kind of like pain I went through with like my second one. So it's like I understand that it's gonna take her time to be, and I'm not in a rush. Like there's no rush for me, you know. I mean, there's a rush for everybody else because I'm getting older, and they're like,
exactly. I feel like.
Everybody else thinks I should go for it, but for me, I'm like, I need time.
I feel like society tries to rush people.
Yeah, to do stuff.
To get in relationships and to get married and have kids at a young age. I feel like I felt in that trap too. It's like that's what I'm trying to get out of my head. It's like you don't need to be with somebody or get married at like 23, 24. It's like you could.
That's what I'm saying. That's why to you, I suggest you do. I mean, at least try it one time like I did. You got to go through at least your whole phase one time and then be like, no. No, but this is what I'm saying. You have to do it so you realize, like, I'm probably not that guy.
Well, I already know I'm not that guy.
That's what I said too. Because, like I'll admit it, like, after I, like, broke up, like, we broke up, me and my second ex, like, I did that one time. And then, like, that's when I realized to myself, like, yeah, I don't, like, I thought this is the dude I wanted to be, but then when I was that guy, I felt completely horrible, and now I, like, regret it to the point where, like, I'll be like, I've tried to apologize to her so many times. It
doesn't work.
But I already ruined it. I ruined her so much that it's like, bro, that's
it. Because the pain's already...
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, like we said, like, we waited to get over the person.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, like, I didn't try, like, little relationships here and there. So then after like the first one in high school, I tried like those little relationships, and like I knew it wasn't me. Like I wasn't that type of person who like, well, no, not that, but like.
But I think now that you're older, I think you should try it again because it's different. And
that's what I was gonna lead up to. So then after the first one, I go to the like relationship after like one after another, and like I mean it's high school, you think you're cool or whatever. Because, yeah. But and then after the second one. I tried doing the same thing. I tried like rushing.
Oh yeah, never mind. You already did it. Yeah,
I tried rushing to the same thing.
Yeah.
And it backfired because it hurt me. I was like, nah. See, I feel like I'm hurting the person that I just broke up with. I feel like.
Well, no, but then this is where that situation came into play because I remember I told you so like you're thinking about someone so much that doesn't even think about you no more.
Yeah.
And that's where I think. You hurt yourself only because you were like, I don't want to hurt this person that doesn't even care about me no more.
Yeah, and because in my head, like I said, like
You thought it could still work?
Exactly, like you
Yeah.
broke up, so you haven't fully recovered, so
Yeah.
you still think like, oh, we're gonna get together or whatever.
I think that's the youth in you, bro.
Yeah.
But like I told you, like we'll come back to this some other time.
Yeah.
But like I told you at the time, it's like at some point they always come back.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed in you because you did the opposite of what we told you to do.
No, I didn't.
No,
No, I didn't.
No.
Only for like one day.
And
That's
look,
it. And that's it.
Look, but this is why I'm telling. This is why I tell people, like the reason you should disconnect so quickly.
Yeah, I already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's because look, just you that one time, bro. She hooked you. It don't matter.
Then I blocked her from everything. Then
I know, but now she knows. She knows she won.
No, not possible.
She did because
there's no winning.
But in the game of like, as sick and twisted as it sounds, in a relationship, one person wins, one person loses.
No, I don't think so.
What was it? I told you, the dumper moves on faster than the dumpy. Who moves on faster? Her or you?
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense because I'm the one who ended it.
No, it ended before. No, you ended it officially, but someone ended it before, and I think it was her.
If that's true, then I'm okay with losing because, like I said, like I always say this, everything comes full circle. So at one point, it isn't catch up to the person.
But that's what I'm saying. I think
it's like I'd rather lose now because like I said, I did mess up because I did try chasing her right after we broke up,
and that's
which you never do. Cause
I did that too. I'll admit, I did that too, and then it ended worse for me because then it like
hurts you more.
You have that hope, and then when you realize, it's gone, then it just hurts you
10 times more.
Yeah, it hurts you like the first time they broke up with you, but 20 times more because now you know it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you go back to phase one, and then you feel like you're never gonna get out.
Yeah.
See, that's the good thing about this podcast too, because I think like since we didn't, well, not we, but since like society doesn't allow men to like talk
move
about,
on,
or like talk about things or like their feeling. I feel like for both of us, starting this podcast is like a therapy session for us too, as much as it is for like other people who are gonna bring in their questions and whatever.
So it's like, as you can tell, we've been through a lot in our young lives, but at least my hope is, I don't know if it's Matthew's hope as well, but my hope is that like, bro, if we could help you to get to that point where it's like, you know, you should look out for yourself and know when to look out for yourself and not invest too much time in someone that doesn't care about you. Like, we want to be able to tell you that straight up because, we might not know you personally and we might not know what you're going through, but in the life of like relationships, it's always the same.
Yeah. Hey, it goes for both guys and girls that send the information. I mean,
we're not gonna turn anybody away, but like we tell people or at least I like to tell people like it's all a game.
Yeah.
And the game never changes. The players change, but the game never changes.
Yeah.
Like that's why I feel like for example, like when Matthew broke up with his significant other, like I knew exactly what to say, and then sure enough, everything I told him that was gonna happen happened.
Yeah, everything that everybody told me happened.
Yeah, and it's like
funny.
It's not. We're not telling you because.
Yeah.
Like it's like we know because the game doesn't change. It's all the same. But
see, but the crazy part is I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
Because like.
You're hopeless.
No, because
the hopeless romantic, bro.
Because like somebody else gave me advice, and they always tell me right, and it'll come true. But I always was like, no, I don't want to believe it because I just want to move on. Because what they were telling me was like, I'm not gonna say because I'm not gonna expose.
Yeah.
But like everything that they said
happened.
But I told myself I'm not gonna believe it because I just want to steer away from that relationship. I want to just end it already. But then they were like, dude, like they're showing you the signs. And I was like, nah, it's okay. Like, why are they showing me the signs if they're with somebody already? And I was just like, nah, no.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what this podcast is for, because we're gonna tell you the way it has to be.
Yeah.
Because like I said, nobody wants to tell you the truth. And then.
And they do tell you the truth. They tell you like.
And sometimes you just don't want to listen. But the truth is the truth. It's gonna hurt. The truth does suck. And sometimes you just gotta live with it. But yeah, that's gonna do it. For this podcast, I guess.
Any of the girls I mentioned, not mentioned, but any of
you know who you are.
Yeah, you want to come in the podcast? You can show your side too.
You can go your side.
Yeah, you can show your side. I'm not afraid.
But now we don't want to see you guys no more. just stay away. Yeah, but that's it, guys. Thanks for joining us for this first episode. I mean, I hope you got to know a little bit about us, what we're about.
We're not bad guys, trust me.
Nah.
We just had
the things that we say might sound like forewarning, might sound, like I said, douchey, might sound like too harsh, might sound too blunt, but in a world where people are afraid to be blunt and tell you the truth, we want to be those guys that at least try to tell you. And we just hope that like any advice that we give you would help you guys out. And that's pretty much it.
And hopefully in the long run, if any of you guys want to come on the podcast, like
eventually, post-COVID, we'll talk about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
End of episode 1.
Yeah. All right, cool. That was a good episode.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm telling you, if you guys want to come on the podcast,
just tell your side of the story and then...
Yeah, just don't hit me up because all of you guys are blocked.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out. All right.
See you guys.
Peace, guys.